What is up, my peepholes? This is your guy Kalai, and welcome back to Budget Buys. Now today, what I'm going to be taking a look at is the Minger TV LED strip that was provided free of charge by the folks over at Govee. For the uninitiated, Govee is a product and customer-oriented company specializing in smart home tech. They have products such as smart light bulbs, smart power outlets, and even smart thermometers. But their most popular product has to be their LED strips. The LED strips even come in a wide variety of flavors, ranging from standard RGB to dream color, sound activated, Wi-Fi, and Alexa controlled. You name it, they got it. Even better, in celebration of Easter 2019, they're actually doing a giveaway of one of their LED strips on their Facebook page. I'll go ahead and link that in the description down below in case you like what I'm about to show you. That preamble out of the way, let's go ahead and pull out this shot and show you what's inside the box. So what you get inside the box is your LED strip inside of an anti-static bag, which I have to say is much better than the chintzy bag you get with the Five Below strips. You also get the instructions, an easy-to-follow installation guide, an alcohol pad to prep the surface that you're going to be installing the strips on, and, as an added bonus, some self-adhesive clips for added security when hanging up your LED strip. Now let me get all of this stuff out of the way and pull the strip out of the bag, because they did something else that the Five Below strips haven't done, and that's actually spool up the LEDs. I'm not gonna lie, this makes packaging, transporting, and whatnot so much easier. However, I do want to show you how these work, and this warning label says not to leave them wound up during use, so let's go ahead and pull this out. There we go. At this point, I should go ahead and say this is a 2-meter long strip, unlike the Five Below strips, which are all 1 meter long. Even better, this entire thing is only $13, which brings you to approximately, what is it? Oh, $6.50 a meter? And yeah, I think it's worth it. I knocked everything over there. That's great. Now, I mentioned the Five Below LED strip a moment ago, and I know some of you are probably wondering which LED strip from Five Below is this going to be a replacement for? And the answer is a couple of them, because not only is this a sound-activated LED strip, but it's also RGB, meaning the color transitions. Not bad for only $1.50 more per meter. Now, as for the build of this device, it is once again the weather-resistant silicone-covered LEDs with a self-adhesive backing, and of course, like I showed you earlier, it comes with those bonus clips to make sure everything stays put. Also, if we look closely, you will see once again we have the cut points, meaning that as long as you cut across this line, you can make this any length you need for whatever product you're doing. And if you want to split things up, which is probably what I'm going to do since 2 meters is a wee bit excessive for putting all the way around my monitor, or, to make angles better, you just solder like pad to like pad. Let's see if I can bring it in close enough, and yep. As long as you cut across that line, scrape off the covering silicone, making sure to leave it over the circuitry. You just need to solder G-, R-, B-, and +5V to their appropriate pads, and you're good to go. It's kind of like that DIY light panel I made a while back, and I'll go ahead and link to the video where I at least mention it. Haven't done a dedicated video for that one yet. Alright, I've gone ahead and pulled in the shot because I want to do a head-to-head comparison between the Govee lights and one of the Five Below strips I reviewed a while back. I think this is going to be a pretty fair comparison because these are both sound-activated USB-powered LED strips at a similar cost per meter. I've gone ahead and selected my first track. I've got a Bluetooth speaker off camera, and I'm going to start things off with the Five Below strip. And I think I'll go ahead and give a flashing lights warning because I'm turning on the strip in 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go ahead and get the music started. All right, that was the metal track. Now let's go with the lower tempo song. And of course, it's reacted to my voice. No difference at all. Let me go ahead and swap the power supply to the Govee strip and I'll be right back. Now that I've connected the Govee strip to the power bank, let's talk about the controls. First off, you've got, of course, the power button, so let's hit that. Second, we have the color selection button, so I can just select any solid color I like just by clicking this little guy. And finally, right here at the back is a button that has two purposes. First, if I hold it down, it actually allows me to select the intensity of the light from 5 different levels by my count. And if I just short press this, it enters a color rotation sound activated mode. And because it works best if the microphone, which is on this side, by the way, is closer to the speaker, let's go ahead and bring this in, shut off the lights, and fire up the metal. So lights, metal. I should point out that it has reacted better with some higher treble music, but I'm not going to play the songs that I've had the best luck with because they will get flagged by copyright. Instead, give me 1 second to change up the song one time to a lighter number. Now time for that jazzy track that made the other strip strobe oh so much. Now before I wrap things up, I want to go ahead and demonstration on how to install these LEDs. And since Govee called these TV lights, I thought it would only be fitting to use a TV myself. And fortunately, I just so happen to have one that's just the right size for my little overhead rig here. This is a little 10-inch LCD TV that I picked up at a yard sale for about $1 a while back, and it's perfect for this. Just count yourself lucky that I didn't give in to temptation and use one of these instead. Now, first things first, let me flip this little guy over and point out that I've already prepped this side with an alcohol pad. And once you've done that, it's as simple as peel and stick. Here we go. And of course, cut off the excess where you need to, because this end right here is just an adhesive piece that's meant to hold the strip in the spool. And after that, you can cut at all of these little copper points and resolder so that I could actually just lop off the strip here, solder another piece over here, and heck, I'd still have a ton of excess if I was just using the 10-incher. And once you have the installation done, you're ready to turn it on and go to town. In fact, let me flip this over and turn the lights off to see just how it looks. And there you go. Now my camera did adjust quite well to the reduced light conditions, but there is still quite a bit of back glow here, and it'll get all the more better when you're in a darkened room. Now let me peel this off because I actually have other places where I want to put it, and let's get to the wrap up. So now you've seen the difference between these two USB sound activated LED strips. And I have to say, hands down, my favorite of the two has to be the Govee light. Not only is it RGB, but it has a great transitioning effect when in sound activated mode, and it doesn't just flash. It actually adjusts the intensity of the lights and occasionally times the changes with the music. Yes, the microphone does favor treble, and I tend to listen to pretty bass-heavy music as my main fare, but that just means I need to try throwing power metal at this. In fact, when I first tested this out, that's what I used. Unleash the Archers 10,000 against 1 plus this light strip equals holy crap awesome. And if you've never heard that song, you're welcome. And because of all of that, I definitely have to say, for the additional $1.50 per meter, this is hands down the better product. And if you'd like to get your hands on one, I'm gonna go ahead and put a link to the Amazon page down in the description. And don't forget about the giveaway coming soon on Govee's Facebook page. Now I've got another one of these Govee strips that I need to review for tomorrow, and that one's got a lot more bells and whistles, so look forward to that. And on that note, as always, this is your guy, Cly, signing off.